at the list of the best players in league history. A lot of them do that. Give me a break.
All right. Let's keep the snark aside. Knicks handing out some NBA medals. Wizards, Sixers, big man Joel Embiid, 27 and 14, but his game time shot late, blocked by Kyle Kuzma. So Wiz won by 3. No medal for Joel. Nick, which 3 guys did it better last night?
Well, Jen, I hope I've committed this to memory because, as I said, I ripped up my notes in anger at people on the internet. I believe the bronze goes to Luka. Luka in a loss, maybe? Luka, 40 points. He had 10 either rebounds or assists. We'll find out together. Oh, assists. But, however, it's fair for the goose, fair for the gander here. Final play of regulation, totally loses his man on an inbounds play, lets the Thunder get it to overtime, and then they end up winning in overtime. Or the Thunder end up winning in overtime, but Luka still gets a bronze. Another loser from last night, but was awesome. LaMelo, by the way, congrats LaMelo, he stayed on the pyramid. LaMelo with a silver medal, 38, 6, and 9, and a loss to Wild's 4th favorite team, his hometown Boston Celtics. Doesn't really make sense. Why aren't they his favorite team? Who knows? But he loves those Magic. And then the gold, Anthony Davis saved the Lakers' butts last night. Anthony Davis, forget the 30 points. At the end of the game, as the Lakers were once again trying to set themselves on fire, Anthony Davis's defense and oddly, wildly important rebounds saved the Lakers from an egregious loss. AD gets the gold with a 30 and 15 in a win over Wild's 5th favorite team, Portland Trail Blazers. There's the medal stand from last night.
A lot of them, Wilds. 3 big jobs.
But let's watch. First of all, let's talk about confidence. All these are about confidence and creativity. This one's confident. You know what I'm going to do? Two-handed block from you, Avery Bradley. I'll take that. There's a certain confidence that you could see him when he was approaching this, like, I'm just going to take this off the rim. Next up, creativity. When did this happen? Did I dig through the archives? Nope. Just watched the game last night. This is more of a team play, double alley-oop for the Grizzlies and a win over the Knicks. There's a certain amount of creativity and joy that the Grizzlies play with that starts with Ja Morant. Next up, another confidence play. Another play from last night. Mitchell Robinson. Open lane, let me try to jam it on you. Gets fouled here, goes to the line. Mitchell Robinson doesn't like it. He has several of these plays, Nick, where he doesn't care. He just thinks that he can get over you and put it down. Finally, creativity. Watch this one. This is a weird one against Denver. You've never seen a play like this. We're in overtime. Should I pass it to the corner? Nope. Let me throw it off the backboard, grab it, and try to dunk it. It didn't work, Nick. But the idea that this is the decision-making and the creativity that he shows on the court, I think, is just phenomenal. And the reason I show these
Can
plays...
we keep running this Ja play? Is it? Oh, go ahead.
I love it. It's my favorite play.
I thought you were done.
I won a dunk contest 40 years ago.
Oh, that's a good one. No,
Finish up, Wilds.
The reason why I think this is interesting is because it feels like he has a boundless confidence in himself and the team. And when I think he sees your pyramid, because the pyramid ripples through the entire league, he's like, you know what? I'm not the number 9 guy. I'm the number 1 guy. So the question to you is, do you think he'll actually get there eventually?
Best player in the league? No. I don't think Ja Morant will ever be the best player in the league. Do I think he could be in the top 4? Yeah. The problem for Ja is, Giannis is too young. I think Giannis is going to be the best player in the league for the next 7 years. And then it's just hard to, prognosticate past that. And so, but he has already exceeded expectations. He's already, to me, answered the Ja versus Zion discussion, which I was adamant, and I love Ja coming out of Murray State. I was adamant it had to be Zion. But can we show that? Can we show that clip one more time? I apologize for throwing this at the producers because something else sticks out to me. Man, when I watch Jokic here, I'm like, man, that's the agility and defense of the best player in the league. The guy almost trips himself twice. I mean, give me a break. Like, look at him. Where am I going to go?
Ja celebration.
I'm just telling you, when the best player in basketball shows up in a highlight, my eyes go to him, and I watch him out there.
Scout, coach. I'm going to Alabama.
Time for Nick's NBA player pyramid.
Oh,
Early
look at
this
that.
morning,
Yes.
Nick showed us which 26 guys are on the bottom 4 rows of his pyramid. Ran out of time before we got his top 10. Nick, we got time right now. 10 guys, 4 rows. How do you stack them up?
By the way, if you want more than that, if you want to see the pyramid go to its full logical conclusion of the top 134 players in basketball, the What's Right with Nick Wright podcast debuting on the Fox Sports app in late March. Check it out there. Now to the top 10. A little promo y'all didn't know was coming. How about that? Top 10 right now. Row 4. Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. All right, so listen. Let's go positive first. Positive is Ja. Welcome, Ja, to the elite of the elite.
Yes.
Can you be the best player on a champion? Maybe. Are you the best young player in basketball? Well, what about pudgier than he should be, my large adult Slovenian son, Luka? It is hard, even for Luka's literal father, I'm literally his father, to make a compelling case that Luka is still the unquestioned best young player in the league. It might be Ja. Kawhi's hurt. And then there's the Jokic problem. Guys, I do not hate Nikola Jokic. I have him on the same tier as Kawhi, Ja, and my own son. However, you have to, I demand it, stop tagging me in these tweets from these idiots that are sending me fake stats. Yesterday, I got in a Twitter back and forth because a Bleacher Report doofus said, hey, look, Nikola Jokic, now 3rd greatest player ever, according to BPM, box score plus minus. And that took time away. We're going to need a moment here, guys, from my wife, children, my dog, as I went down this rabbit hole of BPM nonsense. So yeah, Jokic, 3rd greatest player ever. The Admiral, David Robinson, 5th greatest player ever. Some other fun BPM facts. Kimball Walker, better than Zeke. The original Isaiah Thomas. Who knew? Hey, Jeff Hornacek,
That is
better
a fun fact.
than Patrick Ewing. Did you know? BPM will tell you. I got some
much
more.
fun.
Nate McMillan, better than Allen Iverson. And my favorite one,
Wow.
Andre Kirilenko. Andre Kirilenko, better than Akeem Olajuwon and Kobe Bryant. Take BPM and throw it in the stupid trash. Those are my notes for this segment. I got a little overzealous. Let's keep going. See if I can continue. Number 3, 3rd row. Guy that's going to win league MVP, Joel Embiid. Steph Curry's won a couple league MVPs. And then maybe, just maybe, a guy who should win league MVP. A guy who should have won it last year. You know, we got a bunch of quarterback wins guys on the show.
Really?
What about basketball wins? What about point guard? What about, I took a Suns team that, went undefeated in the bubble and was so bad before the bubble, couldn't even make the playoffs. I took them to the finals. We were up 2-0 in the finals, and then Giannis exploded. And now we're, what are we, 43-9? And I control the game, and I'm still the best point guard in basketball. What about that? What about Chris Paul? A little MVP love for him. All right, now the top 3 stays the same it was before the year. Giannis is still, we can just reveal the full top 3. Giannis is clearly the best player in basketball. LeBron and KD are clearly the 2 guys fighting at his heels the closest. And so I don't think it needs much analysis. Giannis we have gotten numb in a way similar to how we got numb to LeBron, in his Heat years, of the consistent, every night greatness he's delivering. So I don't think there's any debate, Broussard, I personally, that Giannis is the best player in basketball. I don't think there is a debate anyone can have. And then LeBron and KD, I think, obviously, are the only 2 guys in the same, reaching distance of him. So there's the top 10. Sorry for the filibuster on Jokic, but I got very upset.
That was good.